welcome back to the channel. We've been doing some of these introductions on vehicles. We still got one more to do. We'll show you a sneak peek of that one. Well, right here, this is an El Camino I just picked up. It's a 1969 El Camino. Originally came with a 6-cylinder. They put this 350 Chevy in there. As you can clearly hear, it is cammed. I had started painting it, and unfortunately my dad's passing caused some delays in me getting things moving. But we painted part of it, and I'll have a video on how we did this. But I got this car for a trade on another vehicle I really had no interest in building. I think it worked out quite nicely. The few things I've already done, and I did them unfortunately off camera. I fixed some of the wiring. It was hot wired, so you had to connect all the wires up here. There's still more to be done. They rewired the car because of two things. The neutral safety switch was bad, and second, the ignition switch was bad. So overall, those two very minor problems caused them to essentially try to rewire the car. Now, the guy I got this car from was a good guy. He actually did nothing to the car. The guy that he got the car from was the original owner that did a lot of the work on it. Overall, it was a good car. There is some dents, there are some bumps. It needs paint, but there's hardly any rust. The car is almost all original, minus a few things. Tailgate obviously needs to go. I have bed liner, I have all the trim. There's some weird things like the window sealant holding the window in. This is like home window, not like car window. Then getting over here, the power steering system was leaking because the hose wasn't tight. We had the alternator not charging because the wires were reversed, and just some things like that that really caused the problem under here. Some of the things I want to do is I want to fix this wobbly fan. I don't like these kind of fans anyways. Obviously there's a little bit of a clearancing issue right there. I live on dirt roads, so eventually that fan is going to kiss that radiator hose. I'm going to put electric fans on this, so not worried about that. The accelerator pump needs to be done on this car too. It barely wants to work. It's sending a lot of air out. I don't know if it's partially clogged, but the carburetor was an absolute disaster on the inside. I literally had to take a Dremel with a wire wheel and wire wheel the inside of the carburetor because there was green crystallizations structures growing off of the float bowls. I've never seen it like that before, but we got it all cleaned up. Obviously it's running pretty good. Obviously it has a cam. One of the other things that was unknown or was explained to me could have a blown transmission. It ended up being about 5 quarts low in tranny fluid. I have driven this down the road. It does drive nicely. The rims are all right, but I don't like the coating they put on them. Good thing is I have some spray, and this coating will melt right away. Nice rims overall, but got that covered. And the bed's a mess because I was working on it, then I wasn't working on it. But we got a carpet kit, we got a headliner kit, we got a lot of trim and a lot of body panels and stuff like that in here. We got the front headlight bezels. Car's gonna do I'm gonna do a tune-up on it, put some E3 spark plugs in it, just that sort of stuff. But we got a bed liner kit, so we're gonna bed line this whole back part, and I think it's gonna come out looking fairly good. My idea with this car that I think would be awesome is if I hooked up my flatbed to it, threw my Corvette on the flatbed, and use this as my tow vehicle to go to the drag races. So we'll definitely see, but I could have tools in the back of it and everything. I don't know. And then if I want to, I can drag race my tow vehicle. Not really a smart idea, but you know, we're full of not smart ideas. As for the interior, door panels, those are throwaway jobs. That is not a restore job. Those are throwaway jobs. Other door panels bad. The seats are not terrible, but maybe if I found some seat covers, I can make it work. Floor plans are good. I don't know why they cut part of the tunnel out right there, but they did. No rust on the floorboards. Headliner needs to be redone. Dash is okay, but I'll probably put a new dash in it. And as you can tell on the inside, we have a crack on the windshield. But for what it is, and what I got it for, is a good deal. And here we go. Here, no accelerator pump, so it dies on takeoff. But once she gets going though, she sounds good. She sounds healthy. So we got that carburetor pretty well dialed in, minus the accelerator pump. As soon as I get that fixed, we'll be good. But we'll be going through this. We'll be fixing some of the weirdness, some of the wires, why the fill pump is right there. So, there's wires rubbing down there on my tie rod. Just stuff like that we need to kind of button up. But overall, I think it's a great starting project. And I think it could have a life here, not only on the channel, but on the ranch. I use a truck for a lot of things, and most of the time it's just picking up stupid stuff. Why not roll up in a 69 El Camino when I need to go pick up a desk? You know, I don't need to bring the F350. So that's what we're thinking about doing, you know. My first goal is just to kind of throw some paint on it, try to get this light body rust to go away.
Definitely need some new tires.
But overall, I think it's going to be a fun project. It runs good, engine sounds good, oil looks good, does not smoke, does not burn oil, does a burnout. I already verified that fact. Unfortunately, I also verified it's a one-wheeler, so you know, definitely can't spin it out until I upgrade the rear end. But this is our new project. Hope you like it, and you'll see more of it on the channel.